This is yoga on Tuesday morning, and we through the CubeFit preFORM, which I just love. I love the emphasis on form. I think it's incredibly valuable and important for all of us to think about where we're at in time and space and how we are moving. So we're going to be doing that focus today in our yoga class. Just a few reminders for April. Tech Try, going the distance. If you have, if you're participating or not participating or interested, there's all the information there. This is our CubeFit preFORM, so you will get 2 points for attending the master class, and then some points for completing the weekly quiz, and then hash browns tomorrow. So really nice high protein hash brown egg cups. We make these sometimes and put them in the freezer for a quick and easy breakfast. All right, let's get started. So we're going to start on our mat, actually laying down on our back. So go ahead and just make your way to the mat, and we're going to lie down, and we're going to start with the knees bent and the arms resting out to the side with the palms rotated up. We're going to take just a few minutes to arrive in this space. Starting to feel the breath moving into the deep belly. And then exhaling the breath out. Take another breath in, letting the belly expand. And exhale it out. Take a moment here and bring your awareness to the tailbone, the glutes, and just notice where the connection is to the ground at those points. Start to bring that same awareness to the low back, and notice if there is a little bit of space in that low back between the ground and your spine. And then bring your awareness to the shoulder blades, making sure they have connection to the ground. And just noticing those points of connection in the shoulder blades and the hips. And with this next inhale, let the belly rise. And as you exhale, pull the belly button in and press the low back into the ground, feeling the hips and the tailbone rock. And then take the exhale, let the belly expand, and let the tailbone drop down to the floor. We're going to take a few more cycles of breath there. Inhale, fill the belly with air. And then exhale, press the belly button in, press the low back into the ground. Feel the tailbone lift just slightly. And then inhale, let the belly rise and the tailbone drops back down towards the floor. Low back rises. Take a few more breath cycles and allow the spine to move with awareness and with the breath. Belly rises, tailbone rocks down. As you exhale, belly sinks, low back sinks, tailbone rises. Very good. From here, extend the right leg out long, reach the right arm long. Notice points of connection here as you extend the body away and the way that the low back wants to lift away from the mat. Take and press the low back into the mat as you extend right arm, left arm away from the body. And then take an exhale, draw the foot back in, placing the foot down, arm comes alongside the body. We'll take that onto the left side now. Left arm, left leg reaches out and away, and you can rest them down onto the floor. Extend as long as you can to create space and length through the left side. And notice if there's a lift in the low back. If there is, engage the abdominals to press in and down as you continue reaching away from the body. And then exhale, draw knee and arm back and bring both knees into the chest. Give them a little squeeze, a little rock side to side. And then we're going to take this and roll over onto our side and come into our tabletop. So as we come into tabletop, we're going to stack those hands underneath our shoulders, the hips over the knees underneath the hips. And we're going to begin to come into spinal balance, or in your preFORM, CubeFit preFORM programming, it is called bird dog. So if you're in another class throughout the week, you may hear it called bird dog. I really like the term spinal balance, which is what we use in yoga, because it really drives home the point that we are working on balancing through the spine here. So we're going to extend, we're going to start with just extending right leg behind us. So lift, hover the knee off of the mat. Notice what happens to the hips when you lift. Try to keep them very neutral. And then press that right leg back behind you. Notice if there's any shift in the hips. We want to create a nice little rectangle between our shoulders and our hips, keeping it very balanced and steady. And in order to do that, we want to activate the glutes and activate the abdominals to keep the hips and the shoulders very, very stable. From here, little movement, extend that left arm and find that spinal balance. Hold. Continue drawing the belly button in and up, engaging the glutes, keeping those shoulders neutral, parallel to the floor, and the hips as well. Let's hold here for one big full inhale. See if you can reach just a little further away from the body. Big full exhale. Bring that hand and foot back in. Let's take it through the other side. Extending the left leg behind us. Notice again if the hips lifted or shifted. We're going to hold here for really strong engagement with balance right there in the hips. And we should be feeling nice balance between the right and left shoulder as well. As we hold, we're going to pull the belly button in towards the spine, keeping the glutes engaged, and then take that right hand now, reach it out and away from the body. As you do, notice if there's a shift in the shoulders. Hold here and breathe. Keep that inhale and reach just a little longer. Stable through those shoulders and through those hips. Exhale, bring that right hand down, left knee down. Go ahead and rock side to side. And then we're going to take some movement with that. So we're going to inhale, right leg, left arm. See if you can find that imprint of balance through the spine. Exhale, bring it back into center. Switch sides. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, bring it back in and down. Inhale, switch sides. Exhale, bring it back in and down. Those shoulders and hips stay stable and parallel to the floor as we move, making that our focus here today. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back to center. Last one, inhale, reach. Exhale, back to center. Let's take those hands, walk them out just a little wider than the shoulders. Tuck the toes, press the hips back. Feel that little stretch through the feet. And then lift the hips, press the heels down, finding down dog, pressing through the right and the left foot to stretch out through the feet, through the calves. Deep breath here. Let those heels sink. Let the hips lift up towards the sky, tailbone pressing up, crown of the head reaching down towards the floor. And then from here, we're going to roll the spine forward. We're going to find a full plank or a modified plank. So as we come into plank, we're pressing down through those palms, and we're finding that same stability through the shoulders that we found in that bird dog or spinal balance. So right shoulder, left shoulder, nice and even. The eyes are going to look towards that front edge of our mat. So not too far forward, not all the way underneath us, just slightly forward so that the head, neck, and spine stay nice and aligned. Now finding again those hips, making sure that they're not dropping or lifting too high, but in a nice stable line, shoulders to hips. Hold and breathe here. And then we're going to bring those knees down. Notice if the glutes start to relax here. If they do, re-engage them. Even though we're in a modified, we're going to take engagement through the glutes and the abdominals, and then we're going to exhale, elbows pressing back behind us. Chaturanga, come all the way down to the mat. Shoulders roll back. Inhale, full cobra, up dog. Crown of the head reaches up, our heart reaches up as well. Breathe deeply. And then exhale, press back, find child's pose. Shift to the right and left, finding length through the right and left side of the body. That next exhale, tuck the toes, hips pressing back, and then inhale, lift the hips up, find your down dog. Pressing through that right and left heel again. That gentle movement here signaling to the nervous system to relax. Allowing the body to stretch and lengthen here. We're going to start to walk those feet towards the hands, hands towards the feet. Deep bend, grab the elbows, shift right and left, ragdoll out your spine. And then take the hands, press them into the shins, lengthen into a flat back. Belly button pulls in and up towards the spine, and again, shoulders are in alignment with those hips. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold, belly comes towards the thighs. Deep bend into the knees, inhale, both arms up overhead. And then exhale, let's cactus the arms, lean back, little back bend. Good, both hands come back down alongside the body. Let's go ahead and step back, finding that warrior one pose. So the left foot is going to be forward, right foot is going to step back. The toes are going to rotate out just slightly, and then we're going to bend deeply into that left knee. Both hips are facing towards the front edge of the mat. If you need to step in or step back, go ahead and make those adjustments so that the hips can stay in alignment with the front edge of our mat. We're going to take an inhale, arms up overhead, holding here, warrior one, driving down through the front heel. I want you to really press through that front heel, see what happens to the engagement of the glutes. Mine start to shake here. So really press, activating through that front heel to feel the back side of the body waking up. With that strong press, we're going to add some movement. Go ahead and straighten the front leg, cactus the arms alongside the body. So we're just straightening the front leg, and then we're going to exhale, bend the left knee, continue pressing through front heel. Inhale, straighten that front leg, cactus the arms. Exhale, sink into warrior two, arms extend, heel presses into the mat. One more time, inhale, straightening front leg, cactus the arms, and exhale, sinking into warrior one. Good. Step to the front of the mat, finding mountain pose, both feet planted firmly into the ground, arms alongside the body, chest and heart lifted up overhead. Deep bend in the knees, inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come down, heart center, step back with the left foot, find warrior one. From here, make adjustments to that back in if you need to, or step out. Holding in that warrior one with both hips facing the front edge of the mat, arms extended up overhead. Press into the front heel, maybe even pull the toes up from the mat. As those toes start to lighten, we should feel a strong press into the mat. I don't know why, but my monitor turned off for me. So we should feel that press through the front heel. And if you loosen up those toes, that grip on the mat, you should feel it even stronger. Let's add the movement. Inhale, we'll straighten that front leg. Elbows come in alongside the body. Exhale, bend and extend the arms overhead. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend and sink. One more time. Inhale to straighten, activating those glutes to move. Exhale, sink, and press deeply through that front heel. Inhale, step forward, find mountain pose. Take a deep inhale up overhead. Exhale, bend the knees to fold down. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back, shoulders, hips in alignment, eyes gazed forward. Deep bend in the knees, coming into forward fold. Right foot steps back, left foot steps back. Let's find that same plank that we started with. Pressing down through those palms, pressing down through the toes. Take a minute, stack your heels over your toes. Notice anything that might happen in the body with that little shift. Eyes gaze towards the front edge of the mat, shoulders in alignment with those hips. Activating through the glutes and the core. Let's go ahead and find chaturanga here. Elbows close, bending into those elbows. We come down to the mat. Hips come down, heart comes down, toes untuck, shoulders roll back. Inhale, full cobra, up dog. Exhale it down, down dog. Tuck the toes, press back, find child's pose. Hold here and breathe deeply. Shift the hips over to the left side. Just a slight shift over to the left. And then shift over to the right. Slight shift to the right. And then back into center. Deep breath here. Start to walk the hands back to the knees, lifting the chest up off of the mat. We're going to sit back onto our back now. And as we come onto our back, we're going to come into dead bug pose. So rocking back onto the spine, knees to chest, rock side to side. And from here, I'd like for you to keep those hands underneath the thighs, and then stack those knees right over the hips. As you start to rock the knees forward and back, notice your pelvis shifting. And we want to find the knees right over the hips. Flex the toes, so the toes point up, and we press through our heels. From this point, notice anything in your low back. You might have a very big arch in the low back. Maybe it's a small arch, but I'd like for you to pull the belly button in and brace in and down to the floor. You don't have to take the arch out all the way, but we want to feel the belly button pull in and engage right there, as if you were wrapping around the spine. Holding there, take those arms away and stack them right up over your shoulders. Right shoulder anchors down, left shoulder anchors down. Hold here. Brace again through the core. Let's start with our right leg. Start extending it away from the body. And if you feel any movement or shift, hold. Don't move any further. And then we'll bring it right back in. And we'll switch sides. Left heel, press it slowly away from the body. As soon as you start to feel any shift or movement through the spine, hold and re-engage those muscles. Draw in, and then let's add those let's add the upper body here. Right leg reaches away, and then we'll take that left arm reaching away. If you find a shift in the spine, hold and re-engage. Come back into center, slow and controlled. Start with the leg, press the leg, and then add the arm. So now our right arm and left leg reach away from the body. Again, any shift, we hold there, don't go any further, and we re-engage. Let's pull right back into center. Good. One more time, both sides, right and left. Reaching away. Any movement in the spine, we hold and brace. Back to center. And opposite side now, reach. And bring it back in. Very good. Wrap those arms underneath your thighs. Rock the knees gently side to side. And then set the heels back down. We're going to come into glute bridge, which is a wonderful opposing posture for that dead bug. Lots of core work through the dead bug. Now we're going to work a little bit more on the back side of the body with glute bridge. Shoulders relaxed alongside, palms rotated up. Find your heels. Lift the right heel, lift the left heel. And then anchor the right heel down, lift the left toes. Anchor left heel down, lift the left toes. And then gently set the toes down. Keep that strong anchor point through your heels. And then start to engage the glutes and lift the spine back up. So as we press through our heels, we're going to engage the glutes a little bit more. We're going to do glute bridge like a yogi would do glute bridge. And so what I'd like for you to do is very mindfully keep that connection through the heels, and then slowly let those glutes relax, come down about halfway. Hold here halfway. Press into the right heel. Notice the glute activate. Press into the left heel. Notice the glute activate. Press both heels and lift up again. Activating mindfully both glutes evenly. Hold. Relax the toes. Press even more through right heel, left heel. Squeezing the glutes just a little more. Roll the spine, set the hips down. And relax. Shift the knees right and left. That physiological sigh lets us release stress, tension, tightness. We come back in. Let's do that one more time. Press into the right heel with the hips low. And just feel that right glute activate. Press into the left heel. Feel the left glute activate. Press evenly through both heels, activating those glutes. Lift the spine back up. Hold here. Press into the right heel just a little more into the left heel. Both heels evenly pressing up. And then roll the spine back down. Rock the knees right and left. Good. From here, let's go ahead and take the soles of the feet, place them together. Let the knees fall open here. Let the arms relax alongside the body. Take a big, deep breath. Close your eyes for just a moment. Exhale it out. Let the body relax. With our eyes closed for a moment, letting go of this moment, letting go of anything that feels heavy, any tightness or tension, an observation, and then a releasing. And let's roll over to our right side, gently walking our spines back up and away from the floor. You can come into easy seated pose or sit back onto your heels. We'll place our palms together right at heart center. Take a moment to acknowledge for yourself the time and the attention spent internally and the way that it magnifies externally when we do. With great gratitude, I thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you picked up a few new fun things to take with you. Bye.
Thanks.
You're welcome. See you, Mike.
Bye.